Do you have a difficult manager or coworker and you're stuck? You don't know how to deal with them? In this video, we're handling that. I get it. It can be really tough when you're dealing with people and you don't know how to deal with them. The first thing I want you to remember is that do not take this personally. There are so many reasons that people are difficult, and majority of the time it has nothing to do with you. A lot of the time it's their upbringing, it's their surroundings, it's what's happening in their personal life, in their home life. A lot of things have nothing to do with you. Next, I want to make sure that you stay calm and professional. Now, I know when you're dealing with difficult managers and coworkers, this can sometimes be a huge task to ask of yourself. Sometimes these difficult people, they can be very loud, they can be very vocal in your face, and it can cause you to become stressed, defensive, and basically just overwhelmed. But in order to stay calm and professional, we need to try to disconnect from our emotions. Try to stop emotional reactions. And sometimes being professional is realizing that even though the person might be difficult to deal with, it doesn't necessarily mean that what they're saying is wrong. Sometimes their delivery can just go way off track and make it hard to deal with them. It makes it difficult to work with them. But if we start looking at what it is that they're saying that might actually be right and not take it personally, this can help you stay calm and professional. Next, I want you not to be afraid to address the situation head on. Instead of avoiding the person or, giving them cut eye from across the room or feeling that they're giving you cut eye from across the room. Instead of that, get up and go address it. Explain that you feel there's a situation and you just want to clear the air. Now, this isn't to go in and start accusing them and saying, you always do this and you treat me like trash. No, you have to do it in a professional, diplomatic kind of way. You're going to say, is there anything that I can do to help? I know it's not you. You're not the difficult one, but let them feel that you are working on you. You are trying to fix the problem because it's your problem to fix. It's not them. Now, this isn't going to be easy to just hit the nail on the head every time, but over time, this extra work you're putting into these relationships will pay off. Okay, listen, if you're finding value up until now, I need two things. I need a like and I need a subscribe. And once you've done that, I have a free PDF for you that's all about having difficult conversations, because sometimes difficult managers, difficult coworkers, it may just come down to addressing the situation head on. And that in and of itself can be a difficult conversation. So grab the free guide right now. It's all yours. The next thing is I want you to be assertive, not aggressive, but assertive. Stand your ground. When you're dealing with difficult managers or difficult coworkers, you may feel the need to get aggressive. That's not going to help, but it is going to help if you become assertive. Know what you want. Know what you won't allow. Now, yes, you're going to feel agitated. You're going to feel insulted sometimes, but I want you to stay focused on the goal. And that means not having a difficult time at work with these people. Keeping that at the forefront can help you stay calm and collected. It can help you assert yourself because you're not taking it personally. You're just saying, this is what I expect. This is how I will be talked to. This is how I won't be talked to. This is unacceptable. It also means that if you feel like your manager or your coworker is treating you unfairly, instead of getting all miserable about it and really giving it to them in your head, instead, get up from your desk. Go have a talk with them. Explain to them that what they're asking is too much and why, or why it's their frustration or their upset is misdirected towards you and why. The next thing is offer solutions. If things aren't working right, if you're just feeling like you're just not getting along, what is the solution? I remember working for a guy and he used to always say, Mike, bring me the solution, not the problem. Okay. That really stuck with me because the problem is I can't work with this manager and I can't work with this coworker. What's the solution? How can you make it so that you can tolerate them? How can you make it so that you can work side by side with them? One trick that I also learned was if there's somebody that you can't stand, they really give you a hard time. They They make you sick. Try to figure out a handful of things of what it is that you do like about them, what it is that you can respect about them. And don't say nothing. If you say nothing, you're like, no, they're just an evil person. Then you're a big part of the problem. You have to be able to find something positive about them. The next thing is do not gossip and spread rumors. I know it's going to be easy for you to get with your colleagues and be like, can you believe that so-and-so did this? Can you believe that they would have the nerve to talk to me like that? They can't ask me. This is not stuff that is going to help. This is stuff that's going to drive a larger wedge within the team. You may want to vent, but that's going to be our next point, is that you need to find a colleague that understands, that won't necessarily just take your side because it's your side. You may want to talk to HR. You may want to talk to upper management. Just be very careful about who it is that you're talking to. Try to talk to somebody that will not penalize you, that will not go behind your back and tell the other person, but somebody that you can genuinely rely on to be a sounding board, to be a voice of reason. Listen, conflict at work, it's never fun, but it's always just around the next corner. So if you're not in the situation now, I promise you at some point you will be. But knowing how to navigate these difficult times, these difficult situations, will only make you stronger and better. So let's get a little bit more knowledge. And if you're dealing with a difficult employee, let's watch this one right here.